Hello everyone, Olivia here. I'm the owner of Procreate, where we help crafters like yourself plan their life artistically, expressing their unique creative attitude. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the last template of the Memo 2020 kit that is now available in the store. It is a Procreate design kit. So without further ado, let's get started. So this is your kit. This is how it looks. So please make sure to watch the previous videos for more details. Again, this is pretty self-explanatory, but if you never used Procreate before, that can be useful. So this is the layer toolbar, and again, everything is named. So it's pretty easy. You can remove the background color if you want to have a transparent PNG. In order to change the background of your design, in order to change the background of your design, just click on background color and then choose a color from your palette here. So, you can just play around and see what you like. So I'm going to keep it blue for the sake of this demonstration. So for background color, again, you can remove it if you don't want any background. So the bubbles are named. So the jellyfish bubble will be the yellow one here. So just click on it. And the element that you can actually change, the colors that you can change are on alpha lock. So again, alpha lock, you would have a grid at the back of your design. And so what I've done here, particularly here, is that I added, for the tail, I added darker and darker so that you get the exact same kind of design and result with this, which is the effect that the bubble is folded. So something that I haven't talked about in previous videos, if you would like to get rid of the contour, what you want to do is use the exact same color as the fill-in, of course. So what you want to do is grab your finger and press on the screen to grab the exact same yellow. Or what you can also do is go to history, where it will record all the color you already used, so you would know the color that you use for a particular layer or design. So what you want to do here is, in order to change the color of a contour, is to click on the tab contour, to put it on alpha lock again, so you would have a grid behind it, okay? And then you click on fill layer, and now you have no contours anymore. Okay, so your design has no contour anymore. If that's something you want to do. And so we'll give kind of a cool effect. So let's do that again for this one. You can see that it works well, and it's super cool also. Let's do that. So you see, it's pretty simple. The only thing you have to do in order to change the color of the design is to put it on alpha lock and then click fill layer. So again, pretty easy. So I'm going to remove the alpha lock here. Well, I'm going to put it back to what it was. So again, in order to do that, just use two fingers and tap on your screen a couple of times. And then you can see that now my design comes back to how it was. So if you do want to change backgrounds, this is how you do it. So then you have shadows are always darker than the main. And then the dimensions is sometimes darker too. So just look at your design and how dark the color is on the below the design or above the design. And then just respect that. When you use a darker color, always go down the color wheel, like so. If you go right or left, it would change the hue of the color. But if you just want it darker, just go down the color wheel. So, the same goes for the rest of the bubbles, really. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's not very hard. For the letters, the same thing. Just, look at the main dimension in the shadow. Usually the shadow is much darker. The main is the main color you want to apply to your design. And the dimension is slightly darker. Okay, it's not that dark, but it's darker. So you can see that in your sidebar here. The sheen can also be adjusted by using the opacity kind of scale here. So you can go right or left to have it very shiny or less shiny. Okay, so what I recommend is really, don't change anything else. Just play with the opacity, change the colors when your layers are on alpha lock. Here you have also two customizable font So again, you know, if you want to customize a font, just tap on the text you want to change, click on edit style, and then change your font. So sometimes you're gonna have to select all and then change your font. Obviously, make it smaller, bigger. You can change your font as much as you like. Okay, so I'm just gonna let it go back to how it was. And that's it. I don't think there's anything particular about this one. It's pretty self-explanatory. What I would really say when I don't put an alpha lock on it is because I would rather you not touching it. It's just a way to say, could you please just leave it as it is, because it is set to be this way. But if you want to change it, just go ahead and do it. Other than that, just really have a look. The shadows are always a tad darker than the main, and the contour, this is a contour so you can make it black, or what I would advise you to do sometime like I've done here, you can make it a darker color than the main. So if the main is green, in this case you can see main number 2 green, I will go and get a darker color. So I'll go down the color wheel, and then you can see that it gives you a softer contour or something nicer to play around with. And so the heart are the same. You don't have to worry in one block, so you can color them either separate or in one go. So if you want to color them in one go again, just choose a color on your palette, click on the layer you work with, click on fill layer, and make sure that the alpha lock option is ticked. And then click on fill layer, and you can see now that it turned purple. You can see that the shadow is darker than the main always. So just go down the color wheel, make it darker, and the dimension slightly light darker than the main, to me not as much as the shadow. So I'm just gonna go like halfway, and then this is what I can see. If you see that it's really too strong, you just click on the LB here, or whatever option you have available, and play with the opacity of your effect. And you can see that now is not as strong and as weird, okay? And you can adjust the sheen or not. The lines are the same, guys. You can make them less opaque, or if you don't want lines, you can make them disappear like this, okay? So this is it really. It's super easy to use. I hope that was helpful. I'm just gonna go back to the original color of the design. You know, make sure to have fun with this and add things if you want. And if you have any more questions, just pop them in the Facebook group. Make sure to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, we are on YouTube, we're on Instagram, and our handle is @ProduPad. So I hope that this video was helpful, guys. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.